Hey everybody, James Yeager with Tactical Response. Thanks for watching. Just an update on some of our rental guns. People always want to know how these things are working. And so, Century Arms hasn't sponsored my channel in about, I think it's been 3 or 4 years now, so you can't call me a shill for them. But still friends with those folks. So first off is all the rental guns come out in these Blackhawk cases that Blackhawk sent us. They get used just about every single class. We've got a dozen of these guns in service, and I'm going to tell you about the first problem we've had with the C-39s. Remember, we had the RES-47s. We shot them all between 40 and 60,000 rounds. We sent them back so they could do because nobody had ever put that many rounds, so we sent that back so they could study those. And then they sent the C-39s to replace them, and these have been in use now for 3 or 4 years or something like that. And we've had the first problem. I'll go through that with you. But the Blackhawk cases are great. These Blackhawk chest rigs have been, I bought these 15 years ago. 15 years ago. And you can, if you come and look at them, they look 15 years old. The Velcro's starting to wear out. They're just ragged to shit. 15 years of hard use on these rigs. These rigs have been used more, get used more in 1 month than most people's, I mean used, like in the dirt, all that stuff, get used more in 1 month than probably most everybody's gear in a lifetime. But these things have held up great. The weak point on any rig are the buckles, and if guys drag people by the buckles, by the straps, it will break the buckle sometimes, and they get dragged constantly. We've broken 2 or 3 buckles over the years, got them fixed, no problem. But that's that. Set this aside. So next is the rifle. Now, this is a rifle that was having a problem. The problem was it was not ejecting. And please don't try to lecture me about the cycle of operation of a semi-automatic firearm. The ejector is in spec. Everything we could find was in spec. If you start talking about the extractor, I know that you don't know what the fuck you're talking about, so please shut up. But what would happen is the case would be like right here, like started to come out but didn't. So I messaged my friends at Century Arms. Jay, who's the alumnus there, said, "Hey, I'm gonna send you a recoil spring pack. Let me send that." I'm like, I didn't say it, but Jay, come on, a spring, really? So if you asked me to bet money, I would have lost, because I would have said spring's not going to work. So in the meantime, Lewis, while it was malfunctioning, took it apart, cleaned it, lubricated it, cleaned as a whistle, lubricated it. We test fired it, didn't work. Then the spring came in, works. I would have lost that bet every time. The only problem we've had with these guns is 4 of these sights have been stolen, not from students, from a former employee stole the sights off these guns. But so we've got all these in service. We use them just about every rifle class. There's some out there, being used, and they've all got thousands of rounds to them. I'm going to say it again. Century Arms has not sponsored this channel in several years. I don't get paid more or less. I don't get paid anything if I talk good or bad about their product. These C-39s are fucking great guns, and furthermore, these are the most accurate off-the-rack rifles that you can buy. We shooting the RAS ammo, the Red Army Standard ammo, the boat tail It's not match grade, but if you do your part, you can get inch and a quarter groups with this at 100. Yep, this is the most accurate off the rack rifle group of rifles, and even if your shoots 2 inches, 2 MOA is great off the rack that you can get. So take it or leave it. I don't care. But the C-39 is a good gun that you can trust your life to. This is James Yeager for Tactical Response, reminding you that your responsibility to be ready for the fight never ends.